alive through air,
nourished through water,
return through fire, yet we live on through spirit. Nature heals all. The natural world is beautiful but complex.
the skies dance with colors.
Shapes form and disappear. The world is beautiful to look at, but it's even more beautiful to understand.
Those were steps in tandem and something to be noted, my lords and ladies. There are 201 students in this tremendous display of talents. There is an announcement. Please listen. The office bearers accompany me.
Privilege and honor to you all, especially the Sophians. It's been a very pleasant, lively, and really an exemplary performance by one and all. We covered the whole array of everything what one should know as a human being. The girls today have pierced in all the male bastion, and I am sure the coming days these girls will fulfill their dreams. I wish to motivate their parents to let the girls choose what they want. At least give them wings to fulfill their dreams and aspirations. You have to be a good human being. That's more important. It's part of good nation building. To serve your motherland, what more gratifying can it be? So, if you get an opportunity, do serve in the defense forces. It gives you an array of scope. People can go to space to see. I wish to thank Sister Virgin, the staff, the sports staff, and everyone, especially the children's. I really like the array of colors, the dresses, the program, the way they conducted. Thank you all. God bless. Jai Hind.
That was so beautifully put. Thank you, gracious sir. Your eloquence speaks for itself. And now, we honor our worthy guests of honor. I now invite all our worthy guests of honor to take the stage to receive the Sophia Trophy, a tribute to remember this day, the annual function 2017. I invite Sister Virgin and Sister Usha to do these honors. May I invite DIG Yashwant Singh, SP Savai Singh Vadara, and Brigadier Ayus Bhala to ascend the stage. And the trophy is being given to DIG Yashwant Singh by our principal, Reverend Sister Virgin. A round of applause, please. Sophia Trophy. Another for Mr. SP Savai Singh Vadara. And Brigadier Ayers Phalla. A hearty round of applause, please. Children, friends, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, kind sirs. Thank you, sister. Thank you, children, office bearers. And now bear with us a little bit. And now we think it is. The conclusion is provided to you by none other than the students of 12th, 11th and 10th, who have glamorized the thought, God's justice laced with mercy, with their exquisite fluid movements and acting prowess. Watch our young Sophians take the stage by storm as they mesmerize you to bring out the elements of God's mercy, compassion, and predominant love as He turns the sinners to saints for its lively sake. If there were no sinners, the heavens too would be empty. Mercy is the virtue of forgiveness. It is the decision to stop hating and to renounce vengeance. It means honoring human rights for all people, campaigning for a fairer world, challenging unfair systems.
Our very first episode of drastic conversion from wickedness to sainthood lies in the great sage Valmiki, known for the famed Hindu scripture, the Ramayana. Valmiki revered as the Adi Kavi in his early life was a highway robber. Once he set out to rob the divine sage Narad Muni, who had a discourse with him. So moved was he by Narad's words of compassion and understanding that Adi began to perform penance. He was named Valmiki by Narad Muni, and he became the foremost of ascetics.
dedicated Taramana, a sacred scripture. And this is how the great sage came to us through the miracle of mercy and love.
Moving on to our next example, we come to the land of Vaishali, the exotic mother of the vivacious, extremely beautiful and talented Amrapali.
Amrapali was a celebrated Nagarvadhu, a royal courtesan of Vaishali in ancient India around 500 BC. She was all charm and grace. She was extremely talented in many art forms. Her beauty won over the Magadhan emperor Bimbisar and later his son Ajatashatru. But realizing their love and lust for power and violence, Amrapali denounced them. सौभाग्यवश महात्मा बुद्ध अपने प्रवास काल में वैशाली आए और उनके चरणों में मुक्ति और सत्य का मार्ग आम्रपाली को दिखाई दिया। अपनी समस्त संपदा भिक्षु संघ के लिए दान देकर वह स्वयं भिक्षुणी बन गई। तो क्या समाज में उपेक्षित और तिरस्कृत जन उत्थान के पात्र नहीं होते? बिल्कुल होते हैं। समय और सत्संगति प्राप्त हो या आत्मविश्वास और इच्छा शक्ति दृढ़ हो तो प्रत्येक मनुष्य अपनी प्रतिष्ठा व सम्मान पुनः स्थापित कर सकता है। Our next example of justice directed through mercy comes through Jesus. Jesus brings a message of compassion and healing, not condemnation and punishment. Jesus enters directly into the world of sin and evil and seeks in the midst of that world to bring transformation. Today's women are subjected to untold injustice. She suffers torture, inequality, discrimination, and sexual harassment, and is the one blamed for all that goes wrong in the home and society. But Christ showers mercy, especially on women. Christ uplifts these fallen women to levels of sainthood. Namely, the fallen woman Isabella, the beautiful Mary of Magdala. Jewish laws were very strict. A woman caught in adultery would definitely be stoned to death and outcast.
जो जगने मस्तानी हो गई दीवानी हाँ दीवानी दीवानी हो गई सब नूर नूर सा दिखता है एक दूर ख्यालों में उतरा है बस झूम 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 जाता है दिल तू मस्तानी है तू दीवानी है पाकीज़ा हस्ती है तेरी तू नूरानी है सब नूर नूर सा दिखता है एक दूर ख्यालों
What's all this primping and dancing about? This girl is a disgrace to the Jewish community.
Let's approach the high priest in the synagogue and have her arrested by the Jewish forces. Metaphorically speaking, the Jewish forces have come to arrest Isabella. Is the sinner? Where is she?
She has gone against the law of Torah, dancing in public and caught in the act of adultery and immorality.
This is an act of disobedience to the law of Moses. You have been continuously warned of your wanton behavior. You know the law of Torah forbids dance and entertainment of men. Therefore, because of your shameless and wanton behavior, I command you to be stoned to death.
Oh no, please no. Dear Jesus, Mama has sent this bread which she baked specially for you. Remember, you healed my crippled legs. I can walk. I can run.
Oh, of course, I remember. Thank you, my child.
Dear Jesus, I too am your friend. Remember how you picked me up from the bushes and gave me parents? Here are some flowers for you.
You are my precious little one.
I too brought a fish for you. You can cook it for dinner.
Ah, that is exactly what I need. It will make a good dinner.
Jesus, see, my daddy made a flute. I can play it for you.
That was beautiful. And now, my children, off you go to run and play and merrymaking. Oh, here comes the master. Let's approach him. Aye. Come. Let's talk to the master. Let's have his opinion. Master, this woman was taken in the very act. Now Moses, our leader in the law, commands as such to be stoned. But what sayest thou? What sayest thou? But you know, we were chosen by Yahweh from all mankind. We must separate ourselves from the sinners and be pure and just. She should be punished. The law is clear. Stone her to death is our verdict. Answer, Master, answer. I know what kind of a woman she is. I know she is a sinner. And now what, Master? Master, what hast thou written? Aye, tell us. We will know. We shall know. And this is what I say. He that is without sin among you, let him cast the first stone. And so I say to you, he that is without sin among you, let him cast the first stone. Woman, where are your accusers? Has no man condemned you?
None.
Do none of you, do none of you condemn this woman? I pause for an answer. Then neither do I condemn her. Rise up, daughter, and go forth in peace, and sin no more. Our next example of Christ's great mercy lies in the story of the conversion of Lady Mary Magdalene of Magdala, a woman broken in spirit, neglected by friends and family, who sought the help of Christ and prepared to follow him to the ends of the earth.
We now show you Happy Mary and family. Mary is beautiful but heavily influenced by the Kurdish Isabella.
Where is Mary?
Mama, she would be somewhere here.
When are you going to help Martha?
She is not going to do anything.
Mary,
Coming, Mama.
into the kitchen with you.
Coming, coming. I'll be back in a while. Oh, Mother. As usual, I'll be cooking.
My poor baby. What happened? She has gone out once again dancing. One day, she landed us all in a load of trouble. She is associating with Isabella, that Cartesian. You have spoiled her rotten, your precious child. Oh God, already Isabella is in trouble with the Jewish authority. Oh Father, don't say so. Mary is pure and loving and giving. She can never be anything else. Mary, come immediately. Isabella has been caught by the Jewish elders.
You mean Isabella? That Cartesian? Yes, the very same.
Oh, fine. Who cares? Let's have dancing.
Oh, I'm afraid my parents disagree.
Mary, they'll never know of it. Just once, for this last time. Yes, Mary, just once. You dance like an angel.
Let's go for it.
है तेरे इश्क की मेरे दिल में कई धुन गई है तेरा जिक्र हो रहा है तेरा जिक्र हो रहा है इबादत की तरह तुझे याद कर लिया है ओ तुझे याद कर लिया है आयत की तरह
Look, you see your daughter? Exactly like Ella. She is no better than that adulterous woman. Mary, Mary, because of you, we are all being threatened. I warned you of associating with that immoral, vile crowd. Yes, they blame you, and we are to bear your crosses.
You danced and attracted men, but they were no men.
I ordered that you are to leave the village forthwith. You have brought shame to the household of Magdala. Mary, we forsake you.
Oh no, don't desert me. Where do I go?
We don't know. We don't care.
Oh my Lord, help me, help me. They have made me an outcast. Who will accept me now? Where is my God? Why has He abandoned me? Must I only love and not be loved? Which law says this? Answer me, answer me.
Mary, the Master, the Nazarene is here. He will meet you.
No, no.
Jesus accepts everyone. Come to the Master.
This pure virtuous man, why would he meet a sinner like me? I can't. I am not worthy of his love.
Aye. Let's go to the Master.
No, I go alone.
आज इबादत आज इबादत रूबरू हो गई जो मांगी थी
deserted by family and friends?
Yes, my lord.
They say thou art a sinner.
But I only danced. I only sang.
Oh, then I say, thou art none, but one who has loved much and given much. I tell you then, for the great love she has shown, many sins will be forgiven her, for she has loved much. And I say to you, do not judge, and you will not be judged. Do not condemn, and you will not be condemned. Forgive, and you will be forgiven. For mercy bears richer fruits than strict justice. Go, Mary, your faith has saved you. Go in peace.
I won't ever leave you, Master. I will follow you. My Savior is here, Lord, my God. And so I followed him to the cross and understood the power of love.
And this was the greatest example of the conversion to a sinner to sainthood.
This is beautiful, this is mesmerizing. Dear ladies and gentlemen, this was the final act, and I would like you to put your hands together for this item. Ladies and gentlemen, you are please requested to sit down. I now request our principal. I now request our principal, Reverend Sister Virgin, to kindly come on stage and address the gathering with a vote of thanks. Ladies and gentlemen, the vote of thanks. May we have a bit of silence.
I look to the mountains. Where will my help come from? My help will come from the Lord who made heaven and earth. With a profound and humble thanks to the Almighty, I wish a very good evening to our honorable guest, Reverend Fathers, Reverend Sisters, ladies and gentlemen, my dear teachers, and my loving Sophians. The Sophian fraternity is delighted to have you here on our annual day 2017. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and today we have taken some important steps already. As I deliver my vote of thanks, I begin foremost on a note of profound and deep thanks to the Almighty who has sustained, guided and encouraged us throughout our little journey to have brought to you this beautiful program which I'm sure gladden your hearts. At the outset, let me first express my deep sense of gratitude to our worthy guest of honor, Shri Yashwant Singh, DIG BSF, Bikaner, Shri Savaid Singh Kodara, SP Bikaner, Brigadier I.S. Bala, Commander, 8th Infantry Brigade, who have graced our function despite their tightly packed schedules. We appreciate your magnanimity, sirs. Next, I warmly extend my deep appreciation and gratitude to my worthy guests, the Reverend Fathers and Sisters, for their gracious presence and effortless prayers who have made it to our annual day in order to spend quality time with us. A special mention of thanks to Reverend Father Shivu, Principal of Bikaner Boys School, Reverend Father Joseph, Manager of Bikaner, and St. Francis Xavier as Parish Priest, and Father Alvin, the Assistant Parish Priest, for extending their wholehearted support and cooperation at all turns whenever the need arose, whenever the occasion required. I am deeply indebted to them. Moreover, I take the opportunity to also thank the members of the Managing Committee, the Fee Committee, and our distinguished doctors for their availability and readiness at every step. My special thanks also to Mr. Firoz Khan, Mr. Subhash Chaudhary, Mr. Adarsh Sharma, Mr. Kailash Chaudhary, Mr. Ashwin Goyal, Goyal Brothers, Mr. Ashish, Mr. Pandey, Paulson Publishers, for their kind generosity and philanthropic services whenever the need arose. I must not forget to extend our warm appreciation to Mr. Indra Kumar, SHO, Mr. Lakshman Singh, SHO, Bikaner, the Police Department for the security coverage, the Electricity Department, the Waterworks Department, Nagar Nigam, the Fire Brigade Department, the ex-military men, the Home Guards, and the civic authorities for their cooperation and timely help, without which the spectacular performance would not have been possible. The members of media and Maharaja Cables are worthy of our thanks for the elaborate coverage of our progressive performance. A deep thanks to our photographers, videographers for capturing these moments forever. My personal thanks to the Light and Sound Department, Nagal Dream Works, and the 10th House Sudarshan Electric for catering to our needs and providing the beautiful ambience so that our sense could savor this celebration. A sincere thanks to the parents of our students for the wholehearted cooperation and kind interest in the multifaceted activities of Sophia Senior Secondary School, Bikaner. It is your unwavering faith in us, dear parents, that helps us to carry on our tasks so beautifully. Where would I be without the constant support, cooperation, and unceasing prayers of dear Sister Usha, our superior, and the community sisters? My heart overflows with many a love and thanks to my dear sisters. You have been with me and supported me with your valuable prayers. I thank you, dear sisters, from the core of my heart. Many minds, hands, and hearts have gone into making of this day. How can I forget my loving staff, my teachers? Here I express my heartfelt gratitude to my devoted and loving teachers for their constant and tireless efforts and dedicated service. Their hard work and positive approach helped me to host this event. They groomed the students with their sustaining and strenuous efforts to make this day a memorable one, to light up your faces. Thank you, my dear teachers, for your noble and committed service. God bless you and your family. I think they deserve a round of applause. Kindly give a round of applause. Here I also extend many thanks to our co-workers who have worked day and night behind the curtain with unceasing devotion. God bless each one of you. My deep-seated gratitude to the staff and co-workers of BBS who have come forward to help out at this crucial juncture. God bless each one of you. How can I forget my beautiful students who have put up such an astounding performance? My beautiful children, you have truly honored us with your magnificent efforts. Dear friends, you'll be astounded to know that this annual function of 2017 held a record of 1,900 students participated out of the total strength 2,598 of our school. So friends, put your hands together for an awesome round of applause for the staff, co-workers, and my beautiful children. I stand humble and honored as I conclude my vote of thanks for the Sophian fraternity with a prayerful thanksgiving in my heart. With all my heart, I call to you, O Lord, and you answered me. God bless each of you. Thank you. Jai Hind. A special announcement. After all the hard work, I declare tomorrow, 15th, a holiday for the school and the staff, for the students and the staff. Thank you and good night.
Thank you, sister. That was so beautifully good. I think sister deserves a very, very round, loud applause. Dear friends, this is wishing all the children a very, very happy Children's Day. Put your hands together, everybody around. Children are a gift from the Lord. They are a reward from Him. Keep shining, Sophians. The world needs your light, and we are so proud of you. Give yourself a hearty clap. Thank you, teachers. Thank you, children. These woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. Very apt lines loved by Jawaharlal Nehru, written by Robert Frost. And now, for a little surprise item. Thought of item children and friends, lovely ladies and gentlemen. So whatever we do, we've done it with a lot of heart.
सरज़मीं से है इश्क है हमें सरज़मीं से हर इंडियन की पहचान है ये बाइबल गीता कुरान है ये है इश्क है हमें सरज़मीं से है इश्क है हमें सरज़मीं से
Bells of Sophia someday glad and call to Sophians when blazing the noonday rays fall. Life's battle to face with courageous glad